Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Public Opinion Court, where the truth ain't reality, but opinions are. And we are on day 10 of the Freaky Rico trial, and in conjunction with the collaboration to break this trial down every night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, with the real life street stars. We are back from the break that we had, which happens often when cases are being tried. Everyone thinks that the judge won't give a break with a holiday. Yeah, so we've been out, they've been out since Friday. They just came back today. And let me tell you, it was so explosive today. I don't even have hot topics. That's how explosive the testimony was today. So for everyone who's joining, make sure you are liking and subscribing to the channel so we can get these lights up so that we can keep the engagement and the information going as we break down the first ever Freaky Rico trial. Now, for those of you who are just now coming to the breakdown, I am Attorney Anderson. I have practiced criminal law as a former prosecutor. I was a former prosecutor for almost 6 years, tried over 51 cases. What else? I'm a former municipal court judge, which I handled probable cause affidavits, making sure officers had the right language in an arrest warrant, a search warrant, you name it. And now I have created the Public Opinion Court as a way to help break down the complexities of the law into the simplest form so that individuals can grasp it and go out and meditate on it. And when they hear it, they already know. I came to the Public Opinion Court and they broke it down for me. So just like that, let's get straight to it. So I want to make sure that if you have a question, hit the comments. Hit the comments. I love to engage with you all. So hit the comments, hit the comments. Do not be afraid. The comments are your friend. It's not your enemy. It's your friend. So today we're on day 10 of the Freaky Rico trial. Yes, the Freaky Rico trial is back. And when I tell you, whew, I'm so glad I got braids, because if I would have had a wig on today, it would have been off, because they dropped bomb at the bomb at the bomb at the bomb at the bomb. And I now understand the government strategy, because the way this witness, and they only got to one witness, the way Capricorn Clark pretty much piled on and added the one last ingredient of the Rico. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Lacey. Hi, Felicia. Welcome. This is your first time. Great. You're going to enjoy tonight, because tonight is not going to be like any other night with this trial. So make sure you are liking and subscribing. And any question you have, just ask it. So, good question. Who even is this Capricorn? And let me bring her to the stage. So, Felicia, let me ask you, have you, back in the early 2000s, did you watch Making the Band? Did anybody in the early 2000s watch Making the Band? Put a Y or an N in the chat. Hi, Shar. Thank you for joining your first time. Welcome to the Public Opinion Court collaboration with the Real Life Street Stars. We're about to get into the Freaky Rico trial, so you made it just in time. Okay, so because some of you have answered that you have watched Making a Band, Capricorn was his assistant. She had been his assistant for 2 years before she got elevated to a different position. Was it 2 years? When I pull up the chart, we're gonna go down that road. So if you watch Making a Band and all of the ridiculous things that he would have them do, she made some appearances not as a castmate or a friend of. She just made appearances because she was his assistant, and he required his assistants to be with him at least 20 hours a day. $20 hours a day. So that's how when she came to testify, that's how I remember her. I was like, yeah, I remember her. She used to, be seen and not heard during those episodes when he was losing his marbles, because that's what he did on this show, lost his marbles every time. So Capricorn Clark was the worst witness for the defense. So before I go into her actual testimony, let me tell you why I now understand the government's positioning of witnesses so that they can streamline the complexities of this case. Is it true? Let's see. Is it true she is Lauren London's biological sister? That's the word on the curb. I have not confirmed it, but Lauren London's name was mentioned from the defense side. So there is a connection there, but they didn't talk about them being related. But I've heard word on the curb is that they are related. So the government, if you noticed last week, they called David the first assistant from 2006 to 2008. Then they called George Kaplan. They called George Kaplan out of order because George Kaplan was his assistant from 2012 to 2015. Capricorn was his assistant from 2000, was it 2005? No, 2004 until 2012 when she quit. So when I realized that, I was like, they called him out of order, but I get it now. I get it, because when we go over her testimony, you're going to be like, oh, they ain't coming to play, because they know their burden is so high that they have to meet, because it's beyond a reasonable doubt the highest burden in the land. So they know they can't stutter step. They got to get to stepping. I love this. Supreme Rising Legal Eagle Goddess of Just Us. I love that. Hi, Larry. Hi, Larry. Thank you, Introvert, Rockstar. Bring you to the stage. Give you a shout out. Yes, I think, she kind of do resemble. I could tell she's an older sister. I can tell. Breakthrough. Can you you? Oh, are you talking about where she worked at before? Are you talking? Because that's, yeah. I think she had several, but it's on the breakdown. Um, the champ is here. But what you saying, Tyler? You better come in here and act right. You better come in here and act right. Oh, somebody said y'all should follow Introvert. I love his channel. Introvert, I'm gonna have to go deep diving in your on your channel now. I'm gonna have to go do a deep dive because I need to go. I'm gonna go on a rabbit hunt down your page now or your channel and see what's going on. Okay, so let me bring up the breakdown. Can y'all see the breakdown? Is it big enough for y'all? Because I'm going to read it. I am going to read it. Okay, let's get into it. So I'll tell y'all this. I like doing charts to break things down for y'all because it makes it easier and it makes it easier for people to follow. And it's just like taking a shot of your favorite alcohol, whether it's Hennessy, Reposado tequila. You don't take shots of wine. What other shot? Oh, whiskey. It's like taking a shot. I like to get straight to the point. Straight to the point. Oh yeah, Universal Group. Who own you right. Yeah, that so-called devil paid you about 20 times what you were actually worth. I don't know what that means, Stuck. He is? Who know Lauren London's daddy? Because I ain't never seen him. I ain't never seen him. So let's go down the timeline of Capricorn's testimony. And when I tell y'all it was so good, it was so good. So they went down her history, which every prosecutor does. They do a background because they want the jury to get familiar with who you are. So her career timeline, she mentioned that she started with Def Jam right out of high school in the 1990s because her parents had, both her mom and her dad had passed away. So she was like, I had to hit the ground running. I had to put feet to pavement. I had to put feet to pavement. So in doing so, she ended up at Def Jam like at 18 years old. That's amazing. I mean, even though she was an intern. Until 2002, she had worked for Suge Knight at Death Row Records. And I bet y'all like, hold on. How you work for Suge Knight and now you got a job with the Freaky Rico guy? How many of y'all asking yourself that, like, how does that make sense? So I was saying it, so I was like, she worked for Suge Knight. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting. So after she left Suge Knight, that's when she became a personal assistant for Diddy. She became a personal assistant for Diddy from 2004 to 2006. And let me tell y'all, do y'all want to know what that man did to her when she first came on board? Yeah, so that would make sense. That means that they wouldn't be she wouldn't be related. She got all types of stuff. Oh, listen. But hold on. Suge Knight is the father of one of her best friend's children. One of her best friend's children. So from 2000, when she first went and worked for Diddy, Diddy had her go to Times Square with him late at night with this guy named Paulie. Paulie is an important figure in the Combs enterprise because he is security. Paulie is security. So she goes with him to this location after work, and he tells her if anything is to happen, because he knows she worked for Suge Knight, if anything was to happen, I'm gonna kill you. That man told that woman, if anything happens, I'm gonna kill you. That's the first night of you being employed. It doesn't get him any better. Because y'all remember when David said that Diddy made him take lie detector tests because something came up missing? Yeah. So during the 2004-2006 employment, she was only getting paid $55,000 in New York. In New York, she was only getting paid $55,000. And y'all, she had to work. She was working 20 hours a day. She said sometimes she would get only 4 or 2 hours of sleep because he always wanted them with her. He wanted people with him. I said, ain't no way in the hell. You not gonna pay me to be a slave. Not gonna happen, Captain. So she stated that she was in charge, just like David, just like George, of his bag that had drugs in it. She had to make sure it had baby oil, Astroglide, lubricants. Yeah, his pattern was pristine, and that's one of the things that the elements look for. What is your pattern? Is it a consistency in it? So because she was his personal assistant and she had to be responsible for basically his personal things, they were supposed to go on a trip to Miami, and she had packed the jewelry bag, and next thing you know, it comes up missing. Do y'all want to know what in the hell this man did to her? Well, let me tell you. So Mr. Paulie kidnaps her. First, they interrogate her for 3 hours. Interrogate her, detain her like he is a licensed, certified officer of the state. So if you all are just joining, welcome to day 10. Make sure you are getting those likes up, like, subscribe, because we getting into it, and we just starting to cook. So after the 3 hours, Paulie, because they told her she could not leave, and there was weapons. You know when a person is not free to leave, that is a crime. Yeah. So check this out. In return, what they do is have Paulie take her to her home, and he searched her home as if he had a warrant to go and search her home for this jewelry. And come to find out, he had borrowed that jewelry. So when y'all be seeing these rappers and these trappers and all these people out, don't get it twisted. They borrow too. Yeah, they borrow. So he ransacked her home, but that wasn't it. He then took her to a space off of Broadway. It was under construction. Took her to the 6th floor. She walks in, y'all. Heavy D is in there, but a heavier D. Polly is there. He comes in after walking her in, locked the door with a gun, and proceeds to tell her that she has to take a lie detector test, and if she fails, they are going to throw her in the East River. So not only did they kidnap her, now we have a threat, an imminent threat. So this big guy, he started administering the test. Now she's nervous for sure. And just to think, she works 20-hour days. So your body is under stress every day. Hi, Sonia. Under stress every day. So she gives, well, no, they administer the test and it comes back inconclusive. So you know what they did to her? Told her, you can't leave until we get a good read. Or we can just go ahead and dump you in the East River right now. I'm like, do y'all know they held her for 5 days to do polygraph test? 5 days. Oh, she was petrified. She was terrified. She was petrified. Oh, excuse me. But that wasn't it. After the 5th day, she was told to go back to work and she would have a meeting with Diddy. Diddy never mentioned it. Never mentioned it. Never mentioned it. So after that incident, they hold on, I'm trying to find these notes. So after this incident, she ends up getting promoted to creative director. Not creative director. She gets promoted to head of global branding for Sean John Women. But while she was his personal assistant, y'all remember the guy One Stop? Y'all remember the drug transactions from James and David? Guess what? She had to do the same thing. His drug of choice was ecstasy, cocaine. So, and illegal prescription drugs. Yeah, all of that. There was an occasion where they had went to France, and when they went to France, why he out here got this girl out here buying drugs in another country? And the drug is cocaine in France. But that's not the kicker. The kicker is Capricorn asked them, well, who is this for? Because we in another country. She didn't say that part. I added that. Who is the other person that this is for? Because he said it's not for him. He didn't want to tell him. So she had to go get the cocaine and give it to him. Guess what that is? Distribution. Now he's a drug dealer. Also, in the midst of that, y'all, while they're in France, another country, he got paid for an appearance. It was like he got, what is 100,000 euros, y'all? I forgot to research that. What is 100,000 euros? Let's see. Oh, it's like 135. Okay. Oh, shoot. That's a lot of money. So this is why this is a problem. So, when you go to another country, when you receive money of that amount, you have to report it to that country, and you have to report it to the United States. What he did was he got the money. He had Capricorn get the money, took it back to the hotel, paid security, and put the money in his safe. Do y'all think he reported that money? So y'all know what that looks like now? Ding, 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 ding. Allie got it right. Money laundering. Tax evasion. Listen, he did it. I didn't. He did it. I didn't. So anything over $10,000 is considered money laundering. And let me make this disclaimer. I am not giving y'all legal advice. I am not your attorney. In fact, I ain't even my attorney. I just had to put that out there. So now he done transported drugs and money back, y'all. The man is irresponsible. Irresponsible. And y'all think that was her last drug run? You think that was that last drug run? Nope. So she talked about that he had this main drug dealer in LA. One Stop. It's crazy how One Stop has met all three of those assistants within that time span. She had to buy ecstasy from him. He also had her getting prescription drugs in her name. In her name. So y'all want to know what happened? What happens with that? the federal government, there's a database that never gets erased. Never gets erased. When you're talking about prescription drugs, never gets erased. So you know who got access to every single time a prescription was fulfilled in a person's name? The federal government. Oh, yes. That also is a crime. That also, so it's just piling up. It's just piling up. That's why I said, let both sides cook. Let them cook. Let them cook. Let them cook this out, because that's how we are going to get to the end of understanding. If we get there, things can happen. Just putting it out there. So yes, the feds still have access to it. Let me tell you how I know recently. So there was this girl in Louisiana dating this dope boy. Had no business being in the car with him. They drive from one city in Louisiana to another city. Get pulled over. Guess who the D-boy said the drugs belong to? Not only drugs, but there were some prescription drugs. Guess who the D-boy said it belonged to? Yes. She tried to lie her way out of it. She said, oh, I have a prescription for it. And this is what they did. They played in her face. They said, go ahead, go home and get us that prescription. We'll be waiting. They weren't waiting on a damn thing, because what they did is got access. No prescription on file. Oh, Shar, thank you for that information. Let me put this up, because Shar said, that's right, it's called MAPS. I have to pull it for my patients who are on controlled substances, just to see if they've been prescribed any meds from another doctor. So y'all know who got access to that? Who know how many times Capricorn had to fill an illegal prescription? She also said Diddy participated in getting prescriptions for himself. You know who is going to get in trouble? The person who wrote the illegal prescriptions as well. You can't do that. You can't. You can't. You can't. So she talked about that in particular. So we have him kidnapping her. We have him forcing her to buy drugs, fulfill illegal prescriptions, go to another country, buy drugs, and it's transported back, which could be all kinds of international crimes. Now we move to, let me see if there are any questions. Yes, she took the charge. She had a running back. Let me tell you something. And I'm not going to tell y'all what career she has, but she has a very lucrative and expensive career. It took her a lot to get there. That man sat in her face and played with her and did not take that charge. So let me go back to Shar's response. It tells us everything: who prescribed it, the amount, where it was filled, and even the time and date the patient picked it up. Baby, you ain't listen, Shar. They got them records. They got them. I wonder how they got around the pharmacist having to talk to the prescribing doctor. Well, no, it was a doctor writing the prescription, the legal prescription. Yeah. And y'all know, and I'm pretty sure Shar can attest to this. When you write a controlled substance prescription, there are protocols that you have to go through. Like if you have a regular prescription, let's say they prescribe you ibuprofen. You don't have to show an ID. But if they prescribe you a controlled substance, they have to put the why, the reason why. Because I just had this issue. I just had surgery to repair my ACL and my meniscus. And my doctor's office sent my prescriptions to get filled, and I got them filled ahead of time, but I didn't even think. I don't know why my mind wasn't thinking, because you cannot get controlled substances mailed to you or delivered to you because I paid for the delivery. So the next day I'm out of surgery, y'all. I'm emotional. I'm up in there crying. Everything is going. I'm like, you know how them people get loopy and start doing stuff that they don't normally do? I was feeling like I was going down that route. So my pain meds had not been filled. And I called I called the pharmacist, and they told me, I was like, oh, we didn't fill it because the doctor did not give us a legitimate reason for this type of substance. So I had to tell them, I just got out of surgery for this, and an ACL and meniscus surgery. That, I guess, that falls into the realms of an explanation. Yes, that is tax evasion. Tax evasion. What happened to the guy from Diddy's plane? I think they reduced it and he took a plea. I think they reduced his charge and he took a plea. Yep, you got to give your date of birth for, yep. That's it. For the controlled substance, you got to give your ID. A government issue ID. They ain't playing. Anything medical, criminal, or pharmaceutical is all in the same database. I think it's called. Come on, Running Bear. You better educate us. So after that situation happened, now what they did was they fast forward to Kid Cudi. They fast forward to that. Let me see. Let me go straight to it. Is that? Yes. So in December 2011, that's when the Kid Cudi situation happened. So they skipped ahead. So I'm going to skip ahead. And if you are just joining, make sure you are liking, and subscribing away. Let's get these likes up so we can keep this engagement going. She was privy to Cassie and Kid Cudi dating, because what Diddy did was made her Cassie's creative director, in charge of her image, basically. And what essentially happened, Cassie had a burner phone. She went and got a burner phone. Capricorn helped her because we know Cassie was green. She was green. So, got a burner phone. Capricorn told her in the beginning, I don't think this is a good idea, but you grown, you do you. Because Capricorn know Diddy be out here in these streets with other women. He would have Cassie one day a week at a hotel. He would have Kim Porter one day one day out of the week at a hotel. His alias would confirm with what was it? Frank Black or Frank White. So she started dating Kid Cudi, and Diddy finds out. Diddy finds out. So her point of view gives us even more insight. So she says she's at home. Diddy comes banging on her door. He has never been to her home in LA. Banging on her door, telling her why you ain't tell me about, you knew about. And she was like, who the hell is Scott? Because she didn't know his real name. So Diddy says, you coming with me. Go put some clothes on. You coming with me, and you ain't got no choice. Why he has a gun. Y'all know what that is? Kidnapping again. So he basically kidnaps her from her home to go to Kid Cudi's house. It's him, this guy named Ruben, and her. And she said Diddy normally sits in the front seat, but he sat in the row that she was on, as if that she's supposed to feel threatened. And she was, because he had a gun. They get to Kid Cudi's house. He breaks in Kid Cudi's house. She confirmed it. Because what the defense was trying to say, can't nobody confirm that break-in. Can't nobody confirm that arson. The arson is going to be a little harder. I'm going to get them that the arson is going, they're going to have to pull a miracle. Because I'm like, ooh. But back to this kidnapping. So they get there and they break into the house. What do y'all think? What crime was that they committed? Burglary. And it could be considered armed burglary because he had a weapon with him. So they go into this man's house. Do what they do. Capricorn calls Kid Cudi and Cassie, and she is hysterical because Diddy told her before he left the house that he was going to kill Kid Cudi. He said, I'm going to kill it. So when Kid Cudi said that she was on the phone crying, hysterical, Cassie confirmed that as well. It is unbelievable. He did something to that dog, Allie. He did something. So after while he is in the house, he finally walks back to the car. So he tells her she can't not leave. She can't leave. He gets in the car. He grabs her phone. Now he grabs her phone, and she has so happened to change Cassie's number to her best friend's number to disguise it. But Cassie's burner phone was the last number she called? He is a supervillain. So if you are just joining, make sure you come in, ask questions, enjoy, get enlightened, and get those likes up. Get those likes up. So after he gets in the car and grabs that phone, he proceeds to, no, he didn't do anything. Kid Cudi is driving in the direction of his home. She sees it. Diddy see it. But Diddy wasn't the big tough guy that he was on that phone when he was like, yeah, I'm in your home. Yeah, where you at? I'm going to stay here. She said Diddy got the hell out of Dodge. She said, you talked all that cash money and you left? You had an opportunity. Yep, sure can. So there you go. They did find a female print, and that, could have been, but they didn't test. Just like they ain't test the fingerprint in Tory Lanez case. But I'm gonna say that for another day. So after he gets out of Dodge, of course, Kid Cudi dog, he figure out what's going on. So listen, do me a favor, because I got some good stuff coming up. We have almost 300 people in the room. I need those likes to get up. I need at least 50 of y'all to go ahead and hit that like button. It's so easy. It's so easy. So please, please, please get those likes up. Or I'm going to save some of this tea for another day. I'm going to save some of this tea for another day. So after they leave, of course, Kid Cudi calls Diddy back. Diddy is losing his mind. Whatever part that he was sober in. So at that moment, he's trying to negotiate now with Kid Cudi to not call the police, not report the break-in. But how you gonna threaten this man and anybody that you gonna kill them if they report it? Yep, that's what he did. He threatened to kill if they reported it. That man is so slow. So slow. So slow. So the two men that forced her, who kidnapped her the second time, is Diddy and Ruben. And in order for, I missed a step, y'all. I missed a step. So they pulled over somewhere. Pulled over. He had her call Cassie and tell Cassie, if you don't come now, I'm going to kill her. What? So Cassie came. Cassie came. Do y'all know this man beat the freaking daylights out of her? It was so bad that Capricorn started crying as she had to recall that moment. He said he was kicking her from the inside of the house to the outside of the house, stomping her, hitting her. And he's like, she was like, Cassie was in a fetal position. She was having those undertone cries. It was so bad. She called, who did she call? She called one of the security guys. I think she called Polly. He didn't give a damn because Ruben was right there and he's security. And when you are security with a license, you have a responsibility to intervene and de-escalate. Yep. So when that didn't work, Capricorn called Cassie's mother. And she said he's beating the out of your daughter. She tried to call everyone to save her. It was so bad to the next day when she met with one of the record executives. I think his name is Harvey. First name Harvey. Why did this man play this down? Played it down. That played it down. So there was an incident when they was at Star Island at his home. And while they were at Star Island, she said that she did not like, she asked the chef for if they had turkey bacon. And the chef was like, no, we don't have turkey bacon. And she was like, I hate it here. Why that chef went back and told Diddy, and he comes getting her face, if you don't like it here, you can leave. And she was like, shit, I'm leaving. And that was the first time she had left and she had quit. But Diddy was blackballing her, was making sure nobody would hire her. Nobody would hire her. So guess what? She would have to go back. And they asked her, have Diddy ever put his hands on you? She said, yes. There was an incident where he pushed her around. I'm like, why is he so tender dick on beating women? He have a tender dick when it comes to beating women. So she became the creative director for Cassie. And of course, she saw and witnessed so much. From Cassie abusing drugs to Diddy, his drug of choice was ecstasy and Molly, and he will also give drugs to other people. Is that not insane? Is that not insane that not only do Capricorn have her story, David James has his story, George Kaplan has his story that are consistently cohesive. That's not a coincidence. Yeah, Hard Pierre. He was on Making the Band, and he has a pending lawsuit as well. Pending lawsuit. It is big. It's bigger than Nino Brown. It's bigger than the system. It's bigger than the system. Will Nola states, this seems to align with RICO charges. Today, if nobody could see RICO, today they made it plain. Because what God says, make it plain. They made it plain that this is RICO. Let me see what other questions. Yeah, she did not want to go back and work for him, but he blackballed her, y'all. That girl could not get no job within the industry, and she started in the industry as a high school graduate. So she, unfortunately, during that time period, people have been praising having a degree. She didn't have that. She didn't have parents to fall back on. She said we about to get to something. So during her meeting, y'all, during her time there, guess who he brings up? Joanna, how many likes do we have? Because I need to see how many, because this right here is some good stuff. This right here is some good stuff. If we're not at 200 likes, I cannot play what I'm about to play. Girl, who are you, girl? Okay. So hit the like button. They all got a story that I don't get it, Duke. They all got the story that the prosecutor told him to say and told him how to say it. That's the goal. The tournament of domestic violence case into a RICO case. That's what the prosecutor. I don't know what you said, Duke. I'm sorry. How many likes do we got, guys? How many likes do we have? How many likes? Because listen, I got some good content coming up for you. And I want y'all to see it because I want y'all to be educated. I want y'all to get this information. It is late in Atlanta. So, Joanna, how many likes do we have? Because I can't see. Okay. We need 40 more likes so that I can give y'all everything. I'll give y'all everything. So when they were talking to, when she was on the stand, there was this one person in particular that she said she didn't like. Oh yeah, I forgot to acknowledge Benny Hill statement. James Cruz came a long way. He was the coordinator for the Bad Boys street team back in 99. James Cruz walked in that room and saw Diddy beating her. Sure did. Surely did. And he surely was telling their business when I was in Vegas and he was sitting down there having loose lip sync ships back on August the 26th, 2015. Sure was. So she brought up somebody. and there's a person that Diddy don't like. Who do y'all think that person is? I want y'all to speculate. If y'all did not get a chance to divulge in, y'all probably saw because it's been all on the blogs. This should be easy for y'all. Thank you, Talk Time with Amy. Thank you. Exactly. 50 Cent. 50 Cent. So he was like, he ain't like him. He was ready. She said that he had a problem with 50 and he grabbed his gun to go wherever 50 was. And I guess he was going to pretend like he was about to do something to 50 Cent because, yeah, because no, though. Because no, you can't. So I'm going to bring up a video because you know how things age. When things age, hold on. I'm just gonna put you in time. Oh no, I put the wrong person in timeout. How do I take her out of timeout? I put the wrong person in timeout. Oh, Princess, I promise you it was a mistake. I did not try to put you in timeout. I was trying to put the Zed Wolf in timeout. I'm gonna figure out how to take you out. I'm gonna figure out how to take you out. So you know how things age well. Let's see something that age really well.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
Hold on, it's not up here. Okay, let me remove this. And let me add.
What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and Fifth just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all got...
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all can't
it,
see that he loves me?
But see...
You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like it.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like it.
Okay.
But why not? Y'all both passionate. Y'all both...
I don't know. Yo, check this out. I don't know.
Y'all
I don't...
both the same.
No, we are not.
Okay.
We are not the same.
But, I mean,
we are not cut from the same cloth.
Work hard.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I respect that. I don't never hit him with no, nothing. I don't even think of no other man. Besides, if I'm thinking about another man, I'm thinking about uplifting. I'm not thinking about all that. All them gnats, they can't really touch me. Y'all, at the end of the day, y'all see and y'all know what it is. Mm-hmm. You know, the track record. Y'all know the business acumen. Y'all know the community service. Y'all know what I'm about. And it's not in my life. We don't have to never cross paths. And I will never say nothing negative about him, because that's just not me. Sometimes people that feel like they don't like you and they act like that, they really love you. Like I'm not like, just saying it to say, But I mean, it's something about me that has him on me all the time, and I'm not going nowhere. So.
So when she mentioned that he hates 50, I was like, I gotta go dig up that video because that man is, when a person can do that and then switch, you got to pay attention to them. You got to pay attention to them. Point blank and a period. So when she mentioned that, that was just another confirmation in this man's hate. This man's hate. So she was getting paid $55,000, y'all. When she went to HR And because I told y'all she was working 20 hours a day, sometimes only getting 4 to 2 hours of sleep. She ends up going to HR, and HR tells her she is owed $80,000. $80,000. So she went to him and told him that. Do y'all know what he did with that paper from HR or that letter from HR? Ripped it up in her face. Ripped it up in her face. And this is $80,000 from overtime. How you making more in overtime than your salary? $55,000? Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see. So after that situation happened, and when he did that, she left again. She left again. And this time, this is when he pushed her. That's when she left. But he blackballed her. He blackballed her. So I said, you said you was a good businessman. You said you don't be playing in nobody's face. But you do. Where is that video?
To put out about me that's not true, and has really tried to stain my legacy. I've always been a person, I don't like to get in just talking people's business and things like that. But not right now. I have made it my purpose that when I come back, I can't have y'all following me, because I am here to be a leader and to give some direction. If you think that I'm a scumbag that will ever steal anything, my name is Diddy, Sean Combs. I never took nothing from nobody a day in my life. All I've ever given is opportunity, more money than a person was making. So when I hear or I see things and I'm like, wow, this vibe that they got on me, like I'm Big Red or something. I came here, I had to open up the doors.
So you're saying you don't steal from artists, is what you're saying?
Never.
So how does a narrative like that happen with so many different people?
Because you get to a certain point and the money is running low, you gotta run this hustle to try to find somebody to blame. You know what I'm saying? I have all my receipts. And so we are gonna do a retrospective with all the artists, and we're gonna get this narrative clear, because it comes from different tactics when people want to get out of contracts. And a lot of people that speak on this, y'all don't know the business, y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. So it's going to be a teaching moment of love, because it is important. I feel, fight for your reputation. I'm gonna fight for my reputation. I'm gonna fight for the honorable man I am, the righteous king that I am. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? There could have been an accountant mess up on this one or that one, things that happen in the business. I was a millionaire when I was 19, you know what I'm saying? And so I will be making sure that the truth comes out, because that's not going down in my legacy. And to me, that's the worst thing in the world, is a thief. The thief is the worst thing. His hand should be chopped. Her hand should be chopped off. His or her hand should be. That's the way I feel about somebody taking something from somebody that ain't theirs. You know what I'm saying? When you could go out and you could go and work for something.
Did he really sit in that chair and play in our face like that? Did he? Hold on, y'all. I gotta run it back. I gotta run that back.
The first of all is there has been negative propaganda.
Make sure y'all are liking and subscribing. Get those likes up. Get those likes up. Thank you.
Put out about me that's not true, and has really tried to stain my legacy. I've always been a person, I don't like to get in just talking people's business and things like that. But not right now. I have made it my purpose that when I come back, I can't have y'all following me, because I am here to be a leader and to give some direction. If you think that I'm a scumbag that will ever steal anything, my name is Diddy, Sean Combs. I never took nothing from nobody a day in my life. All I've ever given is opportunity, more money than a person was making. So when I hear I see things and I'm like, wow, this.
Did he really say more money than people were making? Was freaking Capricorn not making $55,000 and you owe her $80,000? I don't think that's true, Diddy. I don't think that's true. Come to the light, Diddy.
This vibe that they got on me, like I'm Big Red or something. I came here, I had to open up the doors.
So you're saying you don't steal from artists, is what you're saying?
Never.
So how does a narrative like that happen with so many different people? Because
you get to a certain point and the money is running low, you gotta run this hustle to try to find somebody to blame. You know what I'm saying? I have all my receipts. And so we are gonna do a retrospective with all the artists, and we're gonna get this narrative clear, because it comes from different tactics when people want to get out of contracts. And a lot of people that speak on this, y'all don't know the business, y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. So it's going to be a teaching moment of love, because it is important. I feel, fight for your reputation. I'm going to fight for my reputation. I'm going to fight for the honorable man I am, the righteous king that I am. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? There could have been an accountant mess up on this one or that one, things that happen in the business. I was a millionaire when I was 19, you know what I'm saying? And so I will be making sure that the truth comes out, because that's not going down in my legacy. And to me, that's the worst thing in the world, is a thief. The thief is the worst thing. His hand should be chopped. Her hand should be chopped off. His or her hand should be. That's the way I feel about somebody taking something from somebody that ain't theirs. You know what I'm saying? When you could go out and you could go and work for something.
Listen. This man he believes what he says. Like you can tell. And the one thing that he did to Capricorn is 2016, or was it 2018? They fired her. What was it, right after which situation it was? The Cassie situation, because she came back in 2016. They fired her and lied and said that she did not put in her vacation time, even though she told Hard, what is his name? Hard Pierre. They told her she got terminated. This is right after she went to tell Harp about Cassie getting kicked to shreds. She lost her home. She lost her car. She lost her insurance. She lost her medical. And Diddy told her he was trying to do everything in his power for her to basically unalive herself. That's what that man told her. That's what that man told her. Hey, y'all, we have over 300 people in the chat. In the live. Please, please, please do me a big favor. Just hit the like button. It's so easy. And Yeah, we got to keep this engagement up. We got to keep this We got to keep this tea and this education spilling. So he told her that. What kind of man tells you he wants to push you to the level of unaliving yourself? Sounds like Diddy to me. So I'm going to bring up to the stage some of the things that Capricorn ended up saying.
I asked 50 about.
No, not that one. Oh, y'all cannot see that. Let me see if I can add the actual one, because that is small. That's like the eye exam. When you're doing your eye exam and they like, we need you to, and I'm like, please. Oh, it say that's a picture. Let's get it. So this is something that Capricorn posted. She said, Black women about Diddy. Diddy the devil. Black women end up being the sacrifice for the Ari. Last 11 years of my life, I've had to deal with everyone's nonsensical allegiance to the devil. I pray that ends. I don't think highly of any of you. Can't keep your head down, plus pretend is cool no more. Do better, she wrote. Ain't that crazy? So she has some other stuff to say. Hold on, let me add the pictures because I don't know why that PDF did that. She has some other things to say. More so, she has something to say about Cassie. I don't know who she was talking to, but she referenced black girl, non-black girl. Black girl, you're beautiful, young. There's no reason you should be putting up with this. Leave. You have no children with this person. Non-black girl. So the black girl is her talking to Cassie. Girl, I know it's hell, but Jay-Z is taken. Who else is there? Nobody helped you. Nobody. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Then it goes on to say, I don't F with that grifter at F and all. I don't need to catfoot around her. She didn't give a fly when I was in the frying pan because she's a dummy. She's talking about Cassie. She's talking about Cassie. Because Capricorn, I can say this because I did feel some type of way. Because I was like, y'all just step back and watch this girl. Capricorn tried. Capricorn tried to help her. Capricorn tried to keep her from living in hell. So because Capricorn was his assistant, guess what? She also had to have a relationship with the other children's mothers, one being Kim. So she posted on her social, I loved Kim the most. Honestly, when she was around, the pressure was off. We had fun. She was the only one other than I to tell the truth and shame the devil in a flash. Kim was my friend. Cassie never. She was a pretend black girl, swag her hunting. So they asked her on cross-examination, do she believe that Cassie is talented? She said she does not believe she's talented. Basically, she got the look, but she's not talented. She's no Whitney. She's no Mariah. I said, well, golly. Good Lord. This woman was traumatized. So she ended up, when I told y'all they fired her for that, oh heck, I hate when they do that. When I told y'all they fired her for not putting in time for her vacation, but she did. She had got a settlement from Diddy for that. She got a settlement. I said, I hope it was a lie. Because he definitely 55,000. He wiped his butt with that every day when he was free. So after that happened, she ends up leaving in 2018. This also the same time that Cassie left, because she was Cassie's creative director. She gets notice of Cassie's lawsuit, and she said that it takes her back to a dark place. It took her to a place because now she has to relive all of that. She hires a lawyer in December 2023. And this is where they're going to get her. This is where they got her at, because you got away, but you keep coming back. I know why she kept going back, and I understand. I understand that this person blackballed you to the point they were really embarrassing you by having you come back to them, because they know you was going to have to circle the block, because they only had a block available for you after they have literally told people to not assist you or give you a job. December 2023, they were in talks of her coming back to the company. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. What do y'all think about her going back, or thinking about going back in 2023, knowing that Cassie had just settled a lawsuit? She had just settled a lawsuit. While I'm waiting on your responses, make sure you are hitting the like button. Get those likes up. Get those likes up. Get those likes up. Get those likes up. I really don't have a voice. I've already accepted that. So let's get to something that keeps aging. Keeps aging.
That's the only reason why I moved on. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me move this. Where is it?
Never been a good boyfriend, but I was like, I would always be, lying or seeing it. But then the internet just went so crazy. you know, and I definitely was like a cheater.
Were you an insecure?
Okay.
Huh?
Were you insecure?
No, I wasn't insecure. I was just wanting my cake and eat it too.
I think a lot of guys have that where they're like, I want to, be together, be with you, treat you like my woman, have you not do other things, but I'm gonna do other things.
Yeah, I mean, before I just wanted to have a girlfriend and just have maybe some girls on the side. You know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of growing up to do. You know, the way I was seeing it, I wasn't seeing it right. You know, you can't play with somebody's life. You can't play with somebody's heart.
Hold on. Let me run that back.
Really, really did they thing. You know?
That's interesting to see you that vulnerable and even to admit that record is about an ex relationship.
Yeah. I had when you in this game and, you could definitely get an ego, you know what I'm saying? And definitely experience an ego death when it's somebody that you like, nah, we gonna make it through anything, you know what I'm saying? But then when it's over and then it's over. Like when something's really, really over with a woman, it's over and you gotta move on. And so I really had to learn that in my life. I didn't want to move on. I don't go out without a fight. I'm like crazy boyfriend.
But even after they married and got kids and everything else, you stir up a lot of shit like that, did he?
If they married and got kids, no, I mean that's when you got to move on. That's the only reason why I moved on. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a good boyfriend, but I was like, I would always be, lying or seeing it. But then the internet just went so.
That record is about an ex.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that? Like, this album came out in 2022. No, was it 20? Whichever one of them. It was like late. What do y'all think about him still making? Thank you, Larry. Still making songs about Cassie. Is that not delusional? Is it not Delulu? You are still making songs about your ex. She got a new man, so she got to move on. I got to move on. That song is insane. Insane. Chose to be a monster. Listen, this video, like, I literally just chopped and screwed what they needed. He's talking about how he's never stolen from his artist or anyone, and he got receipts. Then he's talking about he still have this love, deep desire for Cassie. Hell no. Okay, get off the stage. So this is the part where I'm going to go over the chart with y'all so that y'all can get the legal understanding for the breakdown of what Rico, what position the Rico is in right now. So a lot of people are confused when it comes to the Rico, because I get it. It's very complex. It's very complex, but it's very simple. So one of the main requirements for a Rico is you have to have an enterprise, a formal business entity. Sean Combs Enterprise is a what? Formal business entity. Also a requirement is the illegal acts committed have to be due to the instruction of the owner of the business or with their consent. So they can either be asked or they can tell you. Ask or tell. These doggone balloons. You also must show that there are 2 or more people that qualify for a conspiracy, which is an offense. They've well over established 2 or more people. They well over established. You have James, the assistant. You have George, who took immunity assistant. You have Capricorn. You done had Cassie. You have had Cassie's mom, who was extorted. Yeah. So here are some of the requirements to meet RICO. Was there bribery? Yes. The bribery was when Diddy bribed that security personnel at that hotel for that footage. Ended up paying $100,000. That is bribery. Witness tampering. When he paid that hotel worker off, that is witness tampering, because you have essentially said, I'm going to pay you to not be a witness of a crime that is supposed to be reported. We got 2 right now. We got 2. Transport for prostitution. All they have to prove is that you took this person across to another state, for the purpose of paying to have sex. That's not going to be hard, because we still got more of the prostitutes to come. Sex workers. Narcotic distribution. Have we not heard how he had this girl all in France buying cocaine and transporting it back? Did we not hear George Kaplan say Diddy made him fill his bag, his personal bag, with drugs, and they would get on a jet, or they would buy drugs and get on a jet and transport them from one state to the next? Did we not hear Capricorn say she has bought drugs for him? She has gotten illegal prescriptions in her name. And that's just a small list. That ain't even everything. So forced labor. I think the assistants alone and Cassie has proven forced labor. Capricorn took him a letter from HR telling him that she's owed $80,000 for overtime for working 20 plus hours, and he tore that paper up in her face. Yeah. You heard David James say that he will work 20 to 20 plus hours. You heard George Kaplan say the same thing. Freaking Cassie was having a freak off marathon. And we still got more people to come. We got more people to hear from, more people that are going to testify. Then you have kidnapping. I do believe we just went over kidnapping with who? Who did we just go over kidnapping with? Capricorn. We sure did. We sure did. Kidnapped twice. Now, arson, that's shaky. Arson is shaky. It's shaky. But I would tell you they do not have to prove each and every one of these. They don't. Sex trafficking, that's easy. So when you look at the RICO in itself, what they're saying is that your enterprise has an agreement to act committed to serving the individual who is requiring you to do certain things for the business. There has to be a pattern of bribery, tampering, and trafficking. I believe that they're going to satisfy those elements unless something happens to where their case just blows up. Also, in the pattern, they're looking for bribery, tampering, trafficking, drugs, labor, or kidnapping. I believe that they are well on their way with proving their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, am I on the jury? No. But I think, based off of what happened today and how Capricorn came in there and laid that defense team down, and they did not know how to come at her, they had a weak cross-examination. I think that they did not expect her to come in and have such an efficient and effective direct examination. We are beyond RICO even this early. So I specifically wanted to do that chart or do this table so that people, one, can come back to this video. And if you have any thought in your mind, I have laid it out plain. That still requires you to do your research. So I need y'all to do me a favor. If you are just joining, make sure you hit that like button for your girl. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. We have almost 300 people in here. We should have over 300 likes at this token. So I want this to be an opportunity for y'all to ask questions before I go over the last thing. I want y'all to feel free to ask whatever question you have, whatever you're like, this don't make sense. This don't make sense. I said the same thing, God Almighty. If he don't take this, well, you know what? I mean, he's a narcissist, so he's going to try to be a charmer. But I feel like he got to take this stand. He got to take it. I mean, I will take it. And if I got to tell these people I am the freak of the week because that's who I am with the person I'm with or was with, I would get on that. Y'all ain't scaring me from testifying for my life. He needs to testify. And if you think that a jury, when they're asked this question, you understand that a defendant is innocent until proven guilty. Because this is what we say. You understand that it's the state's burden to meet one of the highest burden that they have to prove each and every element beyond a reasonable doubt. And if there is ever any doubt, you must find them not guilty. So that's why I said he needs to take the stand. And also, let me give y'all this hot piping news that just happened in the state of Texas, which is very shocking to me, and I don't like it. I don't. And I'm coming from the standpoint of being a sex assault survivor. Texas just passed a bill that all cases civilly that involves sex assault, even if you settled and didn't go to court, didn't go to trial, you are no longer able to have an NDA on a sex assault or sex abuse settlement case. Y'all gonna start seeing some of y'all faves in these streets with public records. Y'all gonna start seeing some stuff. That was wild to me. That was wild. That was wild. Have you ever tried criminal cases, no defendants take the stand? So yes, I'm a former prosecutor. Almost 6 years. When I tried over 50 cases. I have tried cases where I have crossed the defendant. I have tried cases where the defendant did not take the stand. But I can tell you one thing. A defendant ain't never handled me. And that's all I'm going to say about that. A defendant ain't never handled me. I did the handling. Let me get this off of this stage. So, do y'all have... Thank you, Larry. Yolanda, you said that you believe that there are doubts because there are some inconsistencies in the testimony. What can you just give me an example of a piece of inconsistency? Because I just want to, understand your point of view. Yes, they don't typically take the stand. They have a constitutional right to not take the stand. They have a constitutional right for an individual to not be put on the jury if they cannot set anything aside and judge them off of the facts and the evidence and the testimony and merits of the case. Because you are supposed, every jury member will be asked, can you presume, which is the Constitution, that this individual is innocent until the state puts on their case and you believe that they have proven each and every element beyond a reasonable doubt? Hold on. B said, you have clearly never been a defense attorney. You never tried a RICO. And you're absolutely right. But you know what? Some of these offenses that is required for a RICO, I have tried. I have. I've tried over, when a person tries over 50 cases, over 50, there is nothing about this comment that offends me. Nothing about it. There are a lot of people that ain't tried a RICO. RICO is not readily available for people to get charged with. RICO is a federal case. You do know there are two different court levels. There's state level. Well, there's also municipal, but there's state level, no, city level, state level, and the federal government. So I am okay that I never tried a RICO, but I know the law. I know how to educate people on the law. I know how to read the law. I know how to protect people's rights. I know that there are so many people on here that have benefited from me breaking down and educating people on the law. So, clock that T, B. Clock that T. Because instead of delegating, you need to be celebrating that you got somebody on here that loves to make sure people understand their rights. Clock that T. If he tells on everyone when he gets out by telling, it's too late for him. That he can't tell now. He in the middle of a trial. Unless he go and he tell his attorneys pull the switch. That's the only way. Because like I said on the live on Friday, the government knows who they want. They tell them who the big fish that they want, and they ask you, can you provide us with information that is going to make it easier for us? Because if you make it easier for us, guess what? So he ain't give up the dope. He ain't give up the dope. Hold on. We got Mr. Clock That Back. B says, so you have never tried a federal case. I don't need to try a federal case. I don't desire to. Have you tried a federal case? Have you tried a state case? Have you tried a city level case? Have you tried a small claims case? Have you tried anything but your own nerves? Have you tried anything but your own nerves? Because you can't clock what you're not. You were critical. Oh, thank you, Ivy. That is so nice. I really appreciate that. You were critical of the prosecution's case for several of those days. I was critical because I believe, and this is the one thing that I appreciate about myself. I can call a spade, regardless of where I started. I can call a spade. The burden that the government has is the highest burden. Is the highest. And they have to meet that burden because you have someone's life and freedom at stake. So you can't play with that. You can't come in and pretend to try a case and play like that. So I will forever be critical where it's needed, because if, like OJ, like Johnny Cochran, if it don't fit, you got to acquit. In fact, she had me hooked immediately. Aren't too many people on YouTube giving legal breakdowns, mostly just gossip. Absolutely. That's why it's the public opinion court. Public opinion court. Dunn's testimony was shaky. I agree. I agree. I agree. All he has on, blackmail. Oh, y'all ain't even, let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't even gotten to the point where they have possible, they may be calling people who have been tampered with. They may be calling people that have been tampered with. So we got to put B in timeout. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, before I get out of here, I just want to let you all know where you can follow me. You can follow me on my personal Instagram at Loria Bay ESQ. You can follow me on TikTok, The Public Opinion Court. You can follow me on YouTube. Please follow my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because there are some things that are going to be intertwined on there. Yeah, or you can support my first book that I wrote about my experience as a prosecutor, called Shut Up and Prosecute. This book is my memoir on how, or the experience that I had as a prosecutor, and my purpose and goal to be fair in everything that I do and call it out. Even if you calling it out puts you in a danger zone. So I wrote Shut Up and Prosecute to expose what corrupt district attorney's office look like, because they are very political, and there's a lot of people that don't understand that. So I wrote Shut Up and Prosecute to educate individuals on what the reality of it is, so that you can remove your emotion and realize that you have to get ready and prepared and strategize in order to overcome a system that was designed to discriminate against you. So the book is available on Amazon, and we will have merch very soon. But I really think this is an important book to read, and I wouldn't have wrote it if I did not think so. I do have a documentary coming out with Shut Up and Prosecute as well that I'm excited about, but that's going to be a few months away. Also, I do have a business consulting firm called BYOB, Build Your Own Business, where we help entrepreneurs properly form and protect their business. So if you are an entrepreneur and you are thinking about starting your business, or you already started your business and you have hit a plateau and you're trying to figure out what you need to do, feel free to come to my website, www.thebylbfirm, book your free consultation so that we can get your business properly formed and protected. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done for the night. I knew tonight was going to run a little longer because of how explosive one witness was, just like how Cassie was. She was one of the main ingredients. Tomorrow, we are back. We are back. We are back. We're back. Okay? So I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have an amazing night. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for trusting me with providing you all with information. And I want y'all to have an amazing, amazing night. And before you leave, make sure you like and subscribe if you have not subscribed. And also, if you are not aware, Real Life Street Stars has their own merch. You can visit their website to get your merch so you can be fresh, because you don't want to be out in these streets with the wrong gear when you can get the right gear. So y'all have a nice evening, and I will see y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. sharp, Central Standard Time.